What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Red Corner. And the corner is feeling extra red these days.
Yep.
What's happening, Clem?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man.
Yeah, man. Do we have our club back? Do we?
I think
Is that
I
the club
think
that we know?
I think for today, for the sake of this episode, I'm just gonna let myself go and embrace that story, man. And I think we're back, man. We're back. Man United is back, dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, man.
top four, man, where we belong, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's where we belong, man. It's there was a certain imposter who was in charge of our club who made me forget what it meant to be Man United, man. Made me forget. Like he was gaslighting me about suffering and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. This is the new manager bounce, man. We were owed this, so I think we're basically owed double the portion of a new manager bounce, you know. So long may it continue, man.
Yeah. No, Michael Carrick has come in and he has revolutionized the Red Devils. I mean, dude, like he came in and it was like he came in and I think it was like 3 days, and then we played City, and we just like flip and kill them, bro. We killed them, but like I can't remember a time that we have destroyed City like that. Like we played them right off the park, like
right through the middle, right, like cut them apart type thing, you know.
Yeah. That was cool. And then you're looking at it the next one, you're like, okay, cool. It's got another week. Was it just a new manager bounce? Is this sustainable? We go to the Emirates. For me, I don't know about you, but before the game, I had never felt that confident going into the Emirates before. And I was hoping that this isn't like just like some misguided gas or whatever. How do you feel before the game, actually?
Before the game, I was somewhere in the middle. Like I wasn't,
I
wasn't scared, but I was trying to keep it level-headed. I try not to get carried away with these things. I'm trying to keep it level-headed, and then when we started just like turning the screws, we kept coming back. It just felt right. It just felt like, but of course, we've got like better substitutions, more impactful guys coming off the bench. Why wouldn't we take these guys,
Yeah. It's actually crazy though, because like it felt like our squad needed so much under Amarim. Like trying to figure out like the window was going to look so much different. And then another guy comes in, and then all of a sudden, like it feels like, hey, hang on, we've got a little bit of depth in
we've got players. Yeah, and the thing is, I think Amarim did have a stretch where he had everyone available. Hey, so I think before this kind of like injury, before this injury kind of wave that we've had, there was a time where like the majority of the squad was available. And it was just that bloody system, man. That bloody system was screwing everything up. Yes, I think it becomes clearer by the day. That bloody system, man. And some of those decisions, I mean, Bruno, just by virtue of being an amazing player, will be great anyway. But then back in his position, he's like the guy. Back in his position, he's amazing. So man, that system was.
When it feels like the whole squad is a new signing kind of thing.
Also like a shout out to Dogu, man. Like when he started, it's like you could just feel like there was something there, like you were never mad at him, and then all of a sudden things have just clicked into place, and now he's like flying.
Let's put respect on his name, Ballon Dogu.
Ballon Dogu. Yeah, he's a real one. He's a real one.
Yeah, it's a shame about the injury, man. Like just as he's finding the form of his life, rediscovering himself as a left winger. He's out. I hope when he comes back, he can like just sort of pick up from. I mean, actually, he's gonna come back with very few games, and then the season's done.
Towards the end of the season.
But at least he'll have the World Cup. The World Cup can give him a few games too.
Can give him,
for sure. But No, man, we're looking good. Michael Carrick, like, and it seems like he's just taking us back to the basics. He's
Yeah.
uh, seeing some stuff there, like, no, the training sessions are like shorter and stuff, and he's like talking to them more, making them understand what it means to be a
Yeah.
Man United player, and just
Yeah.
explain it. You could say passion merchant, you could say whatever,
Yeah.
but like whatever he's doing is working, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can't knock it.
Yeah. Look, but I mean, also just the way they've gone about it with the team, some more experienced coaches.
Yeah,
That was probably also Amarim's downfall. Is he just had like that squad of his boys. That was basically just him and his guys. Basically, him and his guys that like came up together and like, guys, let's go. We got this thing. Are we in or now? We've got like some cash. If it doesn't work out, we'll
yeah.
get cash. Whereas at United, there's like Steve Holland is like a proper guy. Man. He's like a professional. He's like an experienced professional. And then you have like Michael Carrick and Johnny Evans. That's like United guys through and through.
Yeah.
It's just a bit more structured,
Yeah. Like I think of Kendrick. It's like me and my homies trying to get it,
and that was it. Because on Amarim's team, it was like him, and there was like that assistant of his. I think was even younger than Amarim. And then like he had like that team of coaches, and that's just not the way to approach like an elite like.
And like the one dude was like hectic overweight, like kind of thing. And I'm thinking these are elite sportsmen.
Exactly.
And
it's like, damn guys, come on, man, come on, So it just gives a sense of like it just feels a bit better, But but at the same time, it's like 2 games in, you don't want to get carried away, right? You don't want to get carried away. I find this. I don't know where you sit on the conversation where everyone wants to ask the question: does Carrick get the job or not?
Yeah.
And it's like,
So for me, I'm kind of like. I mean, I think for me now, I'm like, it's not. We don't have to make that call right now, right? I was reading a thing actually where they were saying they've told Carrick that like while he's doing his thing, they're gonna keep continuing with the manager search and gonna keep having chats and stuff. I like that, right? Just do that, and let's just keep seeing what Carrick is cooking. We've played some big teams now, guys who would play on the front foot. We've seen how we behave. Let's play a few more low block teams. Let's just play different styles and just see how he does it. I think the one thing that I'm not against, or that I'm against, sorry, I'm not for, is the whole rhetoric that like you see Gary Neville and like ranking, just basically anything they say the opposite. So like for them, they've already decided no matter what, this guy must not get the job. We must get a new thing. They were like, Gary Neville said, and this was before the City game. He said, if this guy wins every single one of his games till the end of the season, he must not get the job.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Look, I'm not saying just give him the job, but like if the dude wins all of the games in the season and like we're playing well, you have to at least consider him. And you have to. I think he's not Oli. Oli was Oli. This guy's not Oli. And I'm not saying rush to give him the job, but like at least assess and then make the decision when you have to make it. That's where I am. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Just don't make the decision now. Full stop. Not to say in or out. Just let's just take it game by game.
Enjoy, bro. Just enjoy. Let's just do what we're doing.
Yeah, but then that's the nature of like starting a conversation. Right? There has to be like an angle. It can't just be like, yo, Man United's back. Let's just sit in that for a moment. It's already on to the next headline, So
but actually, I wonder, like, I think I've come to an acceptance as well, is that we will never be like a normal or any other club. Like whether in the media or like just in like, I think there must always be drama around Man United. I think that's just who we are, and it's our thing, So
before Michael Carrick started, and with the whole after Amarim left, I was actually just like, you know what would be nice is just for United to have the rest of the season with no eyes on them at all. Like if we could just like do some damage control quietly, and like just figure ourselves out before we get this permanent manager, and move on. But that's just not the nature of Man United. Like there will always be a story around Man United will always be the biggest story, it also just makes it difficult to just quietly do your thing. So then, which is why Carrick deserves credit, man. Like he's really like walked in and stabilized like it's their ship, dog. It's like the biggest ship there is,
bro. I was seeing some other articles, and obviously all of this is just like coincidental timing and stuff like that. But they were like, I don't know if you were reading the stories where they were like Man United, the food or whatever. There was like some health and safety stuff where they found some rats and stuff in the kitchen, and they got a low food rating and all of that stuff. And now, like Michael Carrick goes and and this is probably just journalists the way they're doing it. We beat City, we beat Arsenal. There's a positive vibe around the club, and then the articles start breaking. No, Man United now have fixed their issues. They got a 5-star food rating. Like everything.
It's and I'm like, I'm like,
they're gonna tell us that the roof is not leaking anymore. Like just all of this stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just the nature. It's the nature of the club, It's a real big club,
So. Kobe Mainu is here. He's playing football. He apparently can run. He's covering in the last 2 games. He's covered more ground than anybody else. Kobe Mainu couldn't run, and there's a whole different complexion on that now. Like now. I'm looking back at myself. I'm like, bro, I was willing to let that guy go under, not let him go permanently, but like I was willing to let him go on loan a little bit, like under Amorim. Like I considered it.
Yeah.
And I look back and I'm like, bro, I was gaslit.
Amorim did take us for a ride because we were very like as a fan base. I think we were very nice to Amorim. Hey, like there was a point there was a point where he should have got fired, where we eventually just sat through it and pushed through.
Yeah.
But then we were very like accommodating of Amorim's wild ideas, and then in hindsight, which is the only time where you get to really understand things, he was like a lot of his. I think majority of his decisions were poor.
Bro, like
unfortunately.
Dog, like 13 months, even like 13, his reign was like 14 months in total.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking the 13th month into his reign, the fans were still, Ruben Amorim.
Exactly.
Like, bro, and it's like, are we faithful to a fault, bro? Like,
we believe. Lessons learned for next time. Next time we have an imposter, man. Next time we can see an imposter. We'll be like, not this guy again, not you again.
Dog, I remember LG coming like, bro, don't hit me, bro. I remember I fought for that guy, bro. I fought for him. No, you're right, bro. Never again.
We've learned what an imposter is. But yeah, look, I mean, Kobe Mainu, it was never in doubt, right? This is the guy from who played in the last Euros final for England, and we've got a midfielder, man. We're adding to something. We're not just building from absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Do you realize that we went to the Emirates with a midfield of Kobe Mainu and Casemiro, and we won the midfield battle? Just like I would have never thought in my life, right? Like those two.
Even some of the goals we're scoring now, like that Togo goal, where it's like we're passing around them in midfield, and it's like Bruno and Mainu together, just like cutting through an entire midfield and defense, setting up a goal. That's incredible, right?
And the thing that I love is like the first day of Michael Carrick training. There was the whole thing with the rondos where they were showing. I think there was a post that were like, Michael Carrick is going back to basics. The players are doing rondos in training, and people were laughing, and they were like, is this your guy? Is he rondos? Is that what's gonna fix it? And then you see the City game, and you see those triangles, and you're like, Did you see the Arsenal game right before Dogu's game goal? There was also like a triangle run, and
triangles.
You're like, this is Rondo's run. This is Rondo's.
Yeah, and that's Kobe Manu and Bruno Fernandes. That's it. So the two players who've been there the whole time.
Bro.
So it's a crazy one. Look, the Casemiro story also happened in the past 2 weeks, right? And it's mixed feelings there. I don't know how you think about it. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember that he is an old man.
You know what? I think I was warming to the idea. Look, he's on a lot of money. He's on a lot of money. It's too much, and it's a salary before it's an old regime salary, right?
Yeah.
So I was warming to the idea of Ank taking a pay cut.
Yeah.
Being on a like 150 or something like that, and then maybe staying on another year kind of thing while we do it. But obviously that wasn't. I suppose he also didn't want to do that or whatever he wanted to. Didn't want to play a bit pot role, whatever it was. So I understand it, and maybe it's also good that we do this, because someone was saying, I can't remember who it was, but they're like, with Man United, we don't know when to let go, and we always hang on to players for too long, and then they're dead, and then we're wanting these guys to get. Maybe this is a healthy, clean break where my guy, you came in, you did your thing, man. You helped us, you played your part in the 2 trophies. You were part. Unfortunately, the era that you were in was what it was.
Yeah.
But you came, you were a professional, you helped the youngins, you did your thing, your contract's done now, go well, midfield rebuilds, let's go. Maybe that's great like that.
Yeah. Because there is a good energy around it, right? There's no bad blood. It's he's cool. He's I'll always be a Red, and it's of course, Casemiro, So it is refreshing for someone to leave on good terms. But then the I suppose the thing is this. You just realize that Casemiro is quality, man. He's just that other level. He's just that other level of quality where even his age has slowed him down and stuff, but it just hasn't taken away from the quality. So replacing someone like Casemiro, I don't think we are getting a 1-to-1. I don't think it's a single guy who comes in to replace Casemiro. I think you need to at least stack the midfield.
You
stack the options again.
So rumors are saying Elliot Anderson from Forest and Baleba. Those are the 2 targets. It sounds like we're gonna get 2 guys.
Yeah, you have to
in the midfield kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But I'm happy with that. Let's get some young blood in there. Some guys who can cover ground. Some guys who can man. Let's do it.
Baleba is cool because after the season he's had, or after looking at him again for a season, we definitely can't pay that much, man. We can't allow him to scam us, So the time also helps.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good. He must definitely knock down his price and stuff. The one reassuring thing, because I was a little bit worried. I was like, okay, cool, this is the way this guy's playing. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get it, the whole transfer thing. And it sounds like, by all accounts, he wanted to come. He missed out on his move. So he's bummed. I get that, right? He's a young player, right?
Yeah.
Get that and stuff. But it's also you can't just switch it on and off as you go. But I was quite satisfied with how he was playing at AFCON. And then I was like, okay, cool.
We saw him.
There's a player idea. There's still a player idea. So that's good. That's good.
What about we haven't spoken much about City, because I suppose City is just also City and Pep are always just going through something, But what about Arsenal, man? I think after seeing Arsenal up front, because Arsenal have been at the top of the league from a distance, right? We haven't really been seeing them every week, but then to go to the Emirates, and then this is supposed to be the champions in waiting, man.
Yeah.
And then for them to get given the runaround by basically a team in transition,
right?
It's it's not befitting of a champion, man.
Yeah,
Arsenal are not acting like champions, and I'm ready to start stressing out on their behalf, man. Because
you know what vibes I'm getting. I'm getting those Liverpool vibes from Arsenal. Not quite the same, right?
Yeah.
I think Arsenal have a great squad, strong strength and depth, and whatever. But like, they had a couple of games like recently, and I don't know what happened there, but like recently they've been winning, but like it's like this doesn't feel like you at the beginning of the season. It's feeling like you are sort of like scraping through, but it doesn't feel like that mark of champion scraping through. It feels like a different kind of scraping through. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see how they respond. But I will say, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be a little bit nervous. I think, like, honestly, legit, if it was any other season and the top teams were doing what they needed to do, Arsenal would have been overtaken by now, a long time ago. Right?
Clearly.
Yeah,
by a long way.
Yeah, clearly. If
by
City
the real Pep and Man City would have done the business on thingy. Liverpool's club would have rinsed them by now. But maybe that's the thing. Arteta is he's never won the league, out and out by him, as the guy. So I think maybe that's like a threshold. Maybe that's where it's like, can he do it, man? Yeah. Can he actually like push through?
And surely, if he doesn't make it now, like, I mean, he has to get sacked, right? There's no coming back from this.
No, but you know what the thing? It's actually such an interesting thing. It's so hard. How do you drag a manager who's underperforming on the higher end of the spectrum? It's easy, like when it's Amorim, 14 months, like nonsense record, etc. But then when it's like someone who's actually doing well but falling short, how do you point a finger at that guy? It's a difficult.
That's when you need the likes of Abramovich and those guys. They're like, ruthless. my guy. We've set you up with a platform. We've given you everything that you need. The club's expectation now is silverware, and you're failing to deliver.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah. It's thank you for the work you have done.
But get out of here. Yeah.
But get out of here. Here's your golden handshake. But
damn, that's a cold one. That's a real. You have to be really ruthless to like pull that off. You have to be like straight up, like Russian mafia type stuff. But we'll see.
So we'll see what happens. But perfect scenario, like, and I don't even know that I believe that this is possible, but like under the circumstances, man. Imagine Unai Emery lifting that trophy ahead of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
That would be so rude. That would be so rude, man. That would be so rude.
It will be the greatest evening of it all.
That would be so rude, man. And look, it's not impossible. So they're only 4 points behind. Yeah. But Emery is forever playing it. He's not interested. He's not interested in hearing title talk.
Yeah, but I'm wondering. I remember hearing that press of his or that interview of his. But I was wondering if he wasn't just like trying to take pressure off of his players.
Yeah.
And saying that. But the one thing is they're in the Europa, right? So
yeah, I think so.
I don't know where they are in the log, but I'm pretty sure let me actually check quickly. I'm pretty sure they're already in the automatic qualification. Yeah, they're second on the log, and I mean it's improper. No, in fact, it's almost impossible that they can't qualify to the next.
Yeah. So look, we'll see. I mean, Emery is also. I think I've heard a few rumblings here and there of Emery as a United candidate as well. He's one of the guys. But someone else, just to track back on the manager thing. Last night I caught a bit of PSG, man. Yeah. PSG are not the old PSG. Hey? I think Enrique is done. I think Enrique might be ready to this PSG that's happening now is like, we've done everything. We hit the target last season.
Yeah,
we're bored now. So I think he could be, just the place that he's in with PSG now could make him like a serious candidate, man.
Yeah. I would. But here's the thing. Imagine just this is pure fantasy now, right? Imagine I think we're on track. I mean, we're fourth at the moment. I think, right? We're fourth,
Yeah.
and imagine Carrick goes and he wins. He wins the rest of his or whatever. Let's say he finishes like third, right, and like close to second, like kind of thing, and like we're cooking, like we're like cooking kind of thing, and then Emery comes through. Do you just like with chess just say, "Well, cheers, my bro. We're bringing another guy in."
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Well, we need to see it first. I think if we see this scenario where you say, "Yo, we get to a point where we're absolutely cooking and we're on fire," I think if you see that with your own eyes, there's no ways you can't. There's no ways you won't give Carrick. There's no ways you won't give Carrick a chance. So we need to see it first, man. I just don't know. It's just hard to say.
Yeah.
So, because also then a team in a Man United in the Champions League proper, full on, like third place, no qualification, no nonsense. That's like attractive again. That's a job for anyone. Who's gonna say no to that? You know?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, to your point, just going back to your point, I think Luis Enrique for me would be my number one choice. I would like. It's just how realistic it is. That's another.
Yeah, no, but PSG are so pumped this year, man. It's really bad.
But hang on, if you throw back to last year, I remember last year they only made it through the Champions League because they had to play a qualifier.
Yes,
and Liverpool had qualified first, and then they had to play them through the qualifier. And then like turnover, like it was around early the next year. Early 2025, they started cooking. And
you're right.
Wondering, let's just see how it goes.
It's just the way that they do, yeah. No, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. So then another thing, man, on the United thinking is this story of these two games that have, the two games that we've won are the ideal games. Play on the counter attack, bigger teams, etc. What happens now against the low block, and Fulham has been a little bit of a nemesis, man.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
Yeah. It is that, but like I think for me, that is the real test, right? Like we'll see. That will tell us really where we are in the next couple of games. But the thing that makes me like okay about this whole thing is like knowing that we are going to allow creative players who have the keys to unlock a low block to actually be on the pitch together and like we're not in the right positions and we're not going to be like, oh, the game's getting away, we're putting on another center back for a center back, like kind of thing. Like we can do it. It's a bummer about Dogi, but I don't know if he puts if he starts maybe Cunha in left wing and he says, okay, cool, you're starting there. There's the whole Mbumo's been playing as a striker. He could decide whether Ahmad or Mbumo is going to go to the left wing, likely Mbumo. I think Mbumo was playing left back in the AFCON as well at some point. Put Mbumo on the left wing, you've got Ahmad on the other, you put Sesko up front.
Sesko can still come in, yeah.
Yeah, you've got Cunha there. I think we've got the tools to unlock a thing, and because the mentality of the team has changed, I think we can. I'm a little bit more confident about it than I would have been like under Amorim. Under Amorim, I would have been nervous about Fulham. So
coming from that, being nervous about Fulham at home, How about that?
So the proof will be in the pudding. But like for me, the biggest thing is like me as a fan, like I can look forward to it, and like my expectation is for good things. If good things don't happen, like I'll be bummed, but not that Amorim thing going into every game, dreading it and like being apathetic to losses because
No, I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what these guys serve up against the Fulham, and then that'll really give you a proper gauge on how far we can go. It'll give us a proper.
And I think he'll definitely rotate. I think Sesko and Cunha will come in for that game. But we'll see how it goes. I want to see quickly before we talk about Champions League. Let me see who our rivals are playing. So we've got Arsenal away at Leeds. Uh, okay, I mean, like Arsenal, Leeds has been a tough cookie this season.
Yeah, they're not a joke.
Yeah,
Arsenal will do well to win there. Although Arsenal, we're going to move into Champions League.
yeah.
Put a mediocre team in front of them, and all of a sudden, all of a sudden everyone's collecting goals. We have that padding there. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Arsenal all of a sudden bullying Leeds a little bit.
Yeah. We'll
But
see.
it is away. It is away. So it's
Yeah. Liverpool suffer, but it's also Liverpool, so there's that context as well. Leeds are currently 16th. Okay, they're 6 points from the relegation zone, so they're still hustling there. But I mean, they're doing their thing. So that I could see a draw there. I could see it. I mean, obviously, we're all eyes on Arsenal. Like, are you going to do the job? Are you going to bounce back? So they can definitely win it. But I could see a draw happening there. Whether it will, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea is hosting West
Ham. Nuno and West Ham.
So that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. West Ham seem to have a second wind now. They just got Adama Traore now.
Yeah, that guy is the ultimate journeyman, dog. I was like, Adama Traore is still switching clubs. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? Yeah, it wasn't my man at Barcelona at a point.
He was. Yeah, Nuno was like, I need my guy back.
This guy is crazy. Although, Chelsea is also busy with their new manager story. And
we're laughing at I'm aging men. Look at the word manage. It's man. Aging men. We laugh at him, but he's quietly doing his thing there. Like,
he's busy. He's busy there. So we'll see.
I haven't watched them a lot, but I mean, from the results point of view, they're doing their thing. Oh, Saturday we've also got okay, cool. Newcastle go to Anfield.
Newcastle, Liverpool. That's a crazy one. They're both. Yeah, they're gonna have to cancel each other out there.
Yeah, I remember I think that was Liverpool's second game of the season. They started with Bournemouth.
Yes,
second game, and Newcastle should have won that game. I remember it was like, it was when Liverpool was still like riding their luck hard.
It was that in the Epic Saga era.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're confusing, man. Because at some point, there were maybe our last two match days made us pull away a little bit from them, just a little bit. But like at some point, like I remember they were like far down the table, and I'm like, these guys are having a crap season. Then like it felt like I blinked, and then they were like right there with us, above us. Now they're under 33, 138, so they're 5 points behind.
Yeah, but they're having a poor. I think they're having a poor season by their standards. Although Champions League, they're actually quite hot. Like they were all over PSG yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Champions League just now because I've got some questions. I want some questions, but that should be a good game. That's the late game on Saturday. Aston Villa at home to Brentford. Let's hope Aston Villa, like I low-key, I mean, obviously Aston Villa is in front of us in Champions League, but I almost, we are in the CL places. I'm almost like wanting Aston Villa to just keep doing their thing. Like I don't want them to drop off just yet. Just keep putting pressure on Arsenal and just stay there.
You need it. You need pressure coming from more than just one.
Yeah, for sure. And on the other thing as well, with all the English teams basically qualifying for Champions League, and I don't know if the Europa League coefficient helps the country. I think it might as well. It's looking fairly likely that 5th position is going to be a Champions League position again. So that's a little bit of a buffer for us.
Yeah.
And then we host Fulham, like we said. Tottenham City on Sunday. So traditionally Tottenham beat City. That's just been what happens. But Tottenham's just so crap at the moment.
Yeah.
but City is also like undecided as to who they are right now. That should be an interesting game.
Yeah, Spurs. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to, how to even think about that. I think
Yeah.
it's just not. I think at the end of the day, it's not working. This Thomas Frank thing.
Yeah.
It's just.
They say they're gonna give him time to try and turn it around. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just enjoying it. Like I don't like that. I don't like to be beefing with Spurs, but like maybe I'm still a bit sour from that Europa League final. So
Yeah,
I'm enjoying the view.
yeah.
Yeah, Forest Palace might be an interesting one. Palace is man, Oliver Glasner. Hey,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on Oliver Glasner as a potential Man United coach?
I think he might. I don't. I think he's going to leave this job with a little bit of a reputation of just moaning and groaning and whining, and then doing it in the press as well. You don't do that stuff, bro. You don't like drag your employers. You don't drag your employers in public, man. And he went and did that like with his full chest, and then he's like, then he comes out with the whole I'm leaving at the end of the season. And then it's just like, bro, it's a bit chaotic, man. The end of his time at Palace is becoming a bit chaotic.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm looking at their form guide, no wins in the past 5, 3 losses, 2 draws. And like, I'm pretty sure they haven't won in a minute, like just in general. Like, so I don't know.
And he's just complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining about the board. Like every single time they put a mic in front of him, man, he's just moaning. Although, look, I mean, he built like a proper squad, like Eze, Olise, Gehi, and then it's all fallen apart. But that's the nature of
Palace. Yeah. You gotta solve your star players. That's what it is.
Like, chill, man. Yeah, but So I don't know if he's quite like a elite club, like, personality. We might end up in a Thomas Frank situation as well.
Yeah. I think at some point in the season, beginning of the season, I liked him for Man United. I don't think I like him anymore for Man United. I don't think he should be a consideration. It's too big. He must go to a Dortmund or so, like something like that. So yeah, that's that. The rest of the games we've got Sunderland, Burnley. We've got Brighton, Everton. That might be interesting. Wolves, Bournemouth. Wolves seem like they're starting a little bit of a. Well, I mean, they already dead and buried basically, but like they seem like they're starting to pick up points now. But they just sold this. I saw this today and I was so annoyed because I feel like prices are just getting out of hand. This Strand Lawson guy,
I saw
going for 45 plus 5, bro. 50 mil for that dude.
Well, but it's to Palace. So Palace have all that game money to spend, I suppose. But I don't know if he's. It's
50 mil. Nah, bro. Like I feel like we're getting like ridiculous. I feel like the the Premier League transfer market needs to crash. And we need to just reset
again.
And prices must just like come back down to earth now.
Although there is, there's all the different taxes, right? There's English tax. English players are always priced ridiculous, but also Premier League experience, I think, is taxed quite highly. But I think it makes sense, man. I think a guy who knows the league, has played in the league before, there's chances that he'll move and it'll work out. Like this, look at Semenyo, man. Semenyo is just out of control. Like he's a proper Premier League. He's a full-time Premier League player,
Yeah, but just that, like it was a release clause, but Strand Larsen is what Semenyo was 65. So Strand Larsen is 15 more than Semenyo, 20 more than he's 5 million less than João Pedro.
Yeah, so
20 less than Bumo. We overpaid a little bit for Bumo, but it is like I don't know, man. It just feels like he should be like 30 plus 5, like in that region. kind of thing. Hectic.
Yeah.
Just other news. I didn't see this. Pogba's gone to River Plate. No, no, no. This is a okay. No, it's a fake account. It's a fake Fabrizio on Twitter. I was almost like, hey, tick.
Yeah.
Nah.
But then it's also this. It's a weird one now because then now Palace is, who are they buying players for? The manager's leaving. It's also a bit chaotic than what's happening there. It's, because he was complaining about them selling Mark Gay on like a day before a game or something.
Yeah.
Now they're buying players.
Yeah. Chaos. Maybe look. I'd like to think that like he understands Paris and the selling club thing. Maybe it's just more about how it happened with the owners. Maybe the owners told him one thing and then they did another, or whatever the case is. But dog, you can't be angry because they're selling the top players. That can't be your argument.
Yeah,
it can be maybe the how it happened or whatever the case is. But like you said, man, dragging your employers never ends well, does it?
Yeah, you cannot do that.
Yeah. Back to the Champions League, man. Like a lot of money was lost on Betway.
Oh, I'm sure it's a chaos. It's just chaos on the last day of this league format.
Yeah. I know that Real Madrid result like chowed a lot of people, right? Like that's. I was like Jose Mourinho saying, "Hey guys, I'm still the special one here."
No, man, Jose is finished, man. Well, I don't know what he's doing in the league there with Benfica, but yeah, man, he's finished, man.
Yeah. It was just funny. They were like, no, because Benfica was 3-2 up, but they were gonna go out anyways. And I don't know if they were saying. And I don't know how true it was. I just read it earlier. And they're saying, no, it felt like they didn't know that they needed to score another goal in order to go through. And like right before the goal, the keeper was just like wasting time and blah, blah, blah. And then some of the analysts are like, guys, we need another goal. Mourinho that time has made all his subs. And he's like, keeper, let's go.
I think it is. I think it's just a fluke situation there. But then also, I suppose Madrid, that result meant they dropped down out of thing, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So Benfica went up one into the thing, and then Madrid dropped into the thingy.
Man City would have dropped down actually had Madrid won. In fact, had Madrid drew, Man City would have dropped out.
So Madrid, man, remember they've caused, these guys caused all this upheaval, getting Alonso fired, and
it feels like we know Madrid has always been player power, but it feels like it's like Pro Max now. It feels like it's too much now. Like So we'll see. Arbeloa is not looking like. I saw it after the press conference. He again came out so it was after they lost to Albacete in that cup of theirs. I don't know if it was the Carling Cup or whatever. But like he comes out and he's like, no, this is fully on me. It's not on the players. It's fully on. And then now last night as well after the game, again coming out saying, no, this is fully on me. I'm like, my guy, I don't know.
He's a puppet. He's a full-time puppet, man.
Yeah. So I don't think that guy makes it to the new season. Maybe he might see out the season, but I think that's a wrap for him. Arsenal unbeaten, the only team to win all their games.
Yeah, but I mean, yesterday's game, they were playing.
Was it that Carrick?
They were playing one of these random teams, and
the bottom team.
The bottom team, and they were just, I don't think you can read too much into it. I just think the time of the season that it happened in Arsenal's kind of ideal kind of like part of the season. This whole Champions League, this 8-game run has been in Arsenal's ideal kind of window. Let's see how they do in like knockouts.
Look, I'm not going to take anything seriously here. You have Liverpool in third. Tottenham Hotspur in fourth, above Barcelona.
And you have Chelsea in there as well.
Chelsea in sixth. You've
Yeah.
got City in eighth. And
Yeah.
it's like, and Newcastle's through, they're in 12th, they're playing the playoffs. And I'm looking at these teams and I'm like, these guys are trash in the Prem. So I'm side eyeing this Champions League, and it's probably the format that allowed it to be like this.
Yeah.
I'm side eyeing it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna take it too seriously now. Let's do this thing. Let's get to the knockouts. I think that's when we'll separate the wheat from the chaff. We'll sift things out properly.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, but then I suppose look also at, to some degree, some teams are probably better suited to Champions League, as opposed to the hard graft of the league week in, week out, So for a team like Liverpool, it's probably, and then I suppose it gives you that's actually for a team like Liverpool, that's the only thing they have this season. It's Champions, it's like Champions League or bust,
Yeah. But then that gives you the question. We know obviously that in terms of the intensity, it's different. The football is different. But then you look at it, you're like, some of these teams are struggling. Like Spurs is fourth in the Champions League, where they're in the EPL table. They're struggling. They are 14th. 14th in the EPL table, but fourth in the Champions League table. Then you have to wonder, there was that whole thing about this season, with the EPL and the results that we're getting, and we're like, is the EPL getting weaker, or is it because the top teams are underperforming, or has the general standard of the EPL risen? Have the weaker teams gotten better and sort of closed the gap to the top teams because there's so much money in it? What is it? And that was the debate that was going on. But then you see all the weak teams in the Champions League and they fly there. So
yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. But it's just you're seeing two different teams and in the same season, and it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But I think I think from the very first knockout stage, I think you'll really start seeing. Yeah, you really start seeing things.
Yeah, the one thing I miss was the draws after every stage, because I think they do a draw once and then that's your side of the bracket, and it's done forever.
So for example, an Arsenal might end up with a monster first knockout round, against one of these teams in that second bracket, and then for an Arsenal, then it's yo guys, are you guys serious or not?
I was seeing something, and I don't know how serious it was. Someone was saying they're either going to play Bodo Glimt or they're going to play Real Madrid. But I don't know if it's that set in stone. I haven't really paid attention to how this thing works. If they play Madrid, I expect them to beat Madrid. Madrid is a bit crap, but then I think the next round they'll but let's see.
Now we'll see.
Who's in that? Actually, I want to look at who's in that second place. Inter's in there. Inzaghi's gone. Players a little bit older, maybe not as tough. PSG's in there. We don't know whether they're gonna do their switch or what's going on.
There's some serious teams in there. There's some serious teams. Atletico, man. There's some serious guys there.
Yeah, we'll see. They get Jose Mourinho's Benfica. It's interesting. We'll see how it goes. But man, overall, it's just happy to be excited to see my team play football again.
Two wins on the bounce. Hey? Remember how we literally we had that. Amarim was teasing that he was threatening to go 2 games on the bounce.
Bruh. How crazy is it? 14 months. Like, I remember, bro, we even did a whole episode about back to back. It was this
About
whole thing.
back-to-back wins, man.
Yeah, Carrick comes in immediately straight out the door. Like, back.
Yeah,
Like, nah,
it's
that's the
crazy.
pits. That's the pit. Let's never, like I said, we can never sink that low again. In terms
Yeah,
of our expectations, in terms of, nah.
yeah. I know we've learned what an imposter looks like, man.
Never again. One guy, sorry, just as we're wrapping up, one guy whose stock is questionable in all this. I was thinking today, and I was like, hey, I'm sparing a thought for Darren Fletcher and his managerial ambitions, because you're like,
Yeah,
Flesh, my guy. Like, I get it. Like,
yeah,
thanks for what you did. I'm not gonna sign IU, but I'm like, you didn't put yourself in the best
yeah,
light, like,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but I suppose, look, remember, Carrick also did his interim thing, and then he went away, and then he got a full-time job, and then he actually did something there. So I suppose Fletcher also, and Fletcher's beyond the youth level stuff. I don't think he's graduated to, like, manage a team. So he must also go on and pay his dues and
Yeah.
go coach a team there, because you're right.
The difference is Carrick's interim was he beat Arteta, he beat Unai
He
Emery,
was on fire.
and
Yeah,
he almost beat Tuchel. He drew with Tuchel, but like almost beat him. Like,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. We'll see. All the best to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're back. Can
Yeah.
finally say glory, glory, Man United.
Finally, and now we're finally seeing we're finally reaping the rewards of full weeks off, because now you have actual coaching now.
Yeah.
Because before it was like a full week of like
nonsense.
anxiety, then it's like the media never stops. It's like a full week of like pressure.
Yeah.
Now it's like a full week of like, everyone can relax. Let's just do some work and let's get ready.
Let Steve Holland cook, bro. Let him cook, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's good. It is, Clem. It's been a good one. Remember, guys, like, subscribe. Good to see you guys. Good to be back out here.
Yeah.
Glory, Man United. Let's go.
Finally.
Mighty Reds.
Yeah.
Yeah.